Hey, I'm Mike Sheridan and you're very welcome to this very special edition of entertainment.ie's hit podcast, The Film Show. In the lead up to the Oscars, we have invited some heavy hitters from the media industry to come in and talk to us about their love of film. Dave and Manuel, thanks so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
We're honoured.
An honour, it is an honour, right? Yeah, you got to set the bar right now. First of all, your most underrated movie I loved, but before that, I want to get your favourite actor. So,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I don't know what it is. I think it was Liar Liar. It was one of the first films I can actually remember watching, and even just the outtakes of it, how creative he was and how funny naturally he was. Something just drew me to him.
What's up, Fletcher? Your cholesterol! Fatty! Dead man walking! Hey, Fletcher! Hey, you're not important enough to remember!
Who's your favourite actor now? I'm intrigued.
Well, I was struggling to think who my favourite actor was, and I think where I ultimately settled was I'm going to go with Kate Blanchett. And just because she is so versatile, everything she's in, she is just she just brings this amazing energy and kind of passion into it. And you think she's in so many kind of range of films, from the likes of the big kind of blockbusters, even the fact just having done Thor Ragnarok, last year, whenever that was, which is such a difficult role, I think, probably for an actress of her caliber, to play with energy and all that in front of all these green screens, and then kind of more character pieces, like Blue Jasmine and those types of films. She's just excellent at whatever she does. Okay,
I want to get to the Oscar snubs. Dave, you first. What's your biggest Oscar snub, or what do you feel is the biggest Oscar snub?
We talked about it before, and I think the easy answer would have been Leonardo DiCaprio for so many years, and then obviously he picked up one for Revenant. But I just can't. The one that perplexed me probably most was Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. The scale and the complexity of the production in it. It was kind of probably the first mass film of that size and that kind of effort. I just thought, I couldn't believe that didn't win it that year.
Yeah,
I just thought it was so groundbreaking in terms of the cast, the CGI, everything, the effort and the quality it produced. For that to not win that year, I thought was the biggest snub, I thought.
Okay, what about you? What's your biggest Oscar snub, Manuel?
So I'm going to cheat a little bit on the answer.
Okay.
It's probably not necessarily a snub per se, and my snub is more that the best foreign language films aren't ever considered really for best film.
That's a fair point.
So I think the example I wanted to call out was in 2009, The Secret in Their Eyes, won that film, won the best foreign language film, and it was just an unbelievable movie, really, really moving. There was a remake a few years later, which wasn't that great.
Julia Roberts, wasn't it?
I think it's
yeah,
I think so. And that was fantastic. And then I think the one that actually won the Oscar was Slumdog Millionaire, which, at least in my opinion, I think it's quite an overrated movie. So it's just that the caliber of films doesn't get considered just because they're foreign language. Yeah.
Okay, and finally, what are we looking forward to seeing in 2019? What's the number one movie? Hands
down for me, it has to be Avengers.
Avengers, really?
Yeah, Endgame.
Endgame.
I'm a huge Marvel nerd.
We're in agreement with this.
We're in agreement. Yeah. I'm a huge Marvel nerd. I love those movies. I started watching. I remember going to see Iron Man in the cinema the first time and not expecting much, and then it was actually deadly. And there was that Avengers tease at the end, and then just to see it kind of culminate now, 11 or so years later, is I'm really excited for it. And Infinity War just blew my expectations out of the water. Thank you to Manuel and Dave, our guests on today's special edition of The Film Show. For more from Packed House, stay up to date with our monthly newsletter or check out our LinkedIn, Twitter or Instagram.